In the sky, it's a bird,
Hey
it's a
everybody.
plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Hey everybody, Chris Ferry here from Blerd's Eye View. How's everybody doing out there today? I hope everybody's had a great week. We've gotten a lot of great news this week. This is just the Blerd Wrap Up. This isn't like the regular show. This is the Blerd Wrap Up. Normally I would do this on IG Live. Tonight we're doing it on Twitch and YouTube only, just to get some things rolling. So we've gotten a lot of stuff this week. We got a lot of news that dropped this week. Some of the news that's dropped this week is we've already had the Sonic 2, the hedge Sonic stumble tongue, as Candy P will say. We've gotten the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer. We get introduced to quite a few things as well. We get the whole thing. Sonic is getting used to being in our world, so to speak, and running around being a hero. But despite him wanting to be a hero, he's still kind of messing things up. We get introduced to Tails, who is being voiced by the actual voice artist for Tails from the video game. So that's a nice treat. And we get a first look at Knuckles, who is voiced by Idris Elba. And apparently people are going crazy over the sexy voice Knuckles, as they say it is. It's just, I'm like, it's Idris Elba, but you're falling over yourself over Knuckles. I don't get it, but it's okay. It's okay. Stuff happens. So we had a lot of that going on. We also had some other news dropping when it comes to Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is a fan favorite amongst a lot of anime lovers, myself included. Although it only lasted 1 year or it had one season, it still had a nice manga to accompany it. So you still had stories to tell. But Netflix had the live action Cowboy Bebop, and it was met with mixed results. Some fans loved it. A lot of fans who watched it loved it. Or I should say, a lot of fans who watched it didn't love it. They said it was a little too, I guess, cheesy, too popcorny. I was fine with it because, I mean, they tried to stay true to a lot of the elements that it had for that show, for that series. So, but yeah, it canceled. I think they said it was like maybe a 45% turnout rate as far as people who enjoyed it, and it's not enough. It wasn't enough, but it was Netflix, so not a lot of shows last very long on Netflix. It's kind of like flash in the pan shows, and even if you do go a little longer, you tend to like maybe have these really long breaks in between your seasons. So you have like a break of almost a year to maybe a year and a half. And like with the case of Stranger Things, it's literally coming off into a whole nother year. It's been 2 years. It's probably been 3 years since we've seen Stranger Things. These kids are practically adults now. So they canceled Cowboy Bebop. Um, I don't know how I really feel about that right now, but I like the visual storytelling of it all. I actually enjoyed. So I really enjoyed seeing all of that. I really liked the aspect of it, the whole aspect of it all. So it is what it is. Another show we lost has gotten canceled. Also, we've also gotten word from Simu Liu that Shang-Chi has getting a sequel. And that's good news because people were also saying that it bombed. I don't see how it bombed. It maybe because it didn't make $1 billion like some of the other bigger hits from Marvel, but it made a nice chunk of money for what the time that we're living in right now when we're dealing with a whole ass pandemic and we can't go to the movies comfortably like we used to or anything. So, I don't know what the issue is, but as Samui Liu stated in his Twitter account, he says, yeah, we flopped so hard that we got a sequel. So, Samui Liu's been like on this burn tractor. I mean, if you've seen him on Saturday Night Live, he had a nice little opening. So I just suggest you go check that out. Also, we got the trailer, as I stated earlier on the show this week, we got the trailer for Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse 2, and we get exposed to a lot of stuff. We get a lot of first looks here. We get a lot of pieces dropping in for the parts and everything. Gwen Stacy's back. You see Miguel O'Hara off to the side there. What I'm hearing, this is going to be a little different from what I've seen from the trailer. It looks like that instead of them being in the main universe of where Miles lives, Miles will be do the traveling to different universes. And Miguel, aka Spider-Man 2099, will possibly be I'm sure he'll be accompanying him on this journey. So it's really dope. From the poster we seen, we actually see Japanese Spider-Man, which is dope. So we might get a chance to actually I don't know if he's part of the main cast, but I know they said most of the main cast from the original is returning, including Jessica Jones Spider-Woman, who's being voiced by Issa Rae. So that's dope. Here's another picture of Japanese Spider-Man there. There we go. That's how it looked in the actual live action. Also, we had news of Daredevil being brought into the MCU. Kevin Feige stated himself that he would be bringing him back, and shout out to Kevin Feige. He's touching on things and he's understanding what it is that the fans actually want to see. And the Daredevil was out of all of the Marvel Netflix shows, in my opinion, and probably in a lot of opinions, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher, all great shows. Iron Fist, not so much. Even though it got 2 seasons, not so much. Due to several reasons, but it wasn't the supporting cast. The people loved the supporting cast of Iron Fist. It was Iron Fist himself. They didn't like that too much. So Vincent D'Onofrio, here pictured as Kingpin, actually congratulated Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil, on getting his role back, in stating that if he couldn't see anybody else wearing the red and black. And if you've been watching Hawkeye, we might be getting Kingpin. We don't know. Who was that mysterious uncle that was with a young Maya or a young Echo? So that's fun. Um, and other pieces of news we've gotten. What else? What else do we get? What else do we get? Oh, the Eternals. So the Eternals get a release date. They will be on streaming Disney Plus January 12th of next year, which is really, really soon for that series. And it's funny that it's falling on the 12th. It seems to be, and I'm just thinking that Disney and Marvel will have these runs until I guess the world is normal again, whenever that will be. And they will have their short runs, their 3-month runs in the theater, and then maybe take a month or so off and then drop it that following month. So it seems to turn around is a lot quicker than it was before. So it's almost like it's almost as if Blu-ray might be going the way of the dodo. I'm not saying that will happen because a lot of people like myself, we like to collect those movies. And, at that time, it was just watching them, not to mention getting all the Easter eggs. So, I don't think they'll do away with them totally, but they might be scaling back. We'll see. But yeah, it's a lot. Shang-Chi, Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, that was pretty much all. But there's some other news. They had a teaser trailer for Fantastic Beasts 2. No, 3. Is it 3? I think it's 3. And yeah, they seem to be doing something a little different. Hold on, I'm gonna check it out. I want to find out what it is they actually have for that. So I mean, we're not going anywhere. It's just me. I'm just dropping off a little news here. You know. Uh let's see here. Let's see. I know we have the Suicide Squad. Um, I know we have the Suicide Squad versus the kills the Justice League gameplay trailer. And you know what? I do want to show you that. Let's see if I can show you that. Let's see if I can show you that one instead. Let's try that out. Not sure if you can hear it. Let's see. Let's see. I like this version of everything because I don't feel so pressed to do everything so quickly. So let's try this. There we go. And here we go. I'm not sure if you can hear it. It's so weird. I don't know if you can hear that. Mhm. Okay. Maybe you can. And I can't hear it. And already it does look good. I'm not going to share too much of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. The game, it does look good though. I am really impressed. Obviously, the graphics look great. This is definitely going to be on all the platforms: PS5, Xbox. But it looks good. It looks fucking phenomenal, actually. Nimue. They definitely aren't holding back on the violence level, and I like that. 2022 looks good. I'm looking forward to that, and it has a lot to offer with that one. I'm impressed with that. I really am. Let's see if they have the. We ain't gonna worry about that. Also, we have the drop of the Legend of the White Dragon trailer from the brilliant minds of Bat in the Sun Studio. If you are familiar with these guys, they do a lot of versus, Batman versus Wonder Woman, Batman versus Predator, live action, complete live action. They have actors and stunt people that do this stuff. It's great stuff. They actually dropped yesterday the Bat in the Sun produced Legend of the White Dragon. They have Jason David Frank, Serena Vincent, pretty much mainstays for Power Rangers, along with King Botch. He's in this thing as well. Michael Madsen. I didn't know he was still around. Let's see. I don't know who else was in this thing, because it was a little bit of everybody. For him to call it a teaser, it was like a full-on thing, and you'll probably see me do a reacts for this one. Matter of fact, I'll probably do it right after this video. And but yeah, there is so much that's been dropping this week. News of No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home dropping. More clues, more information, more everything. Just, I can't wait. It's just next week we get to finally see it. So don't lose your shit. I'm not going open night. Tickets were a bitch to get. So I'm actually going Saturday morning. Thank God. So yeah. Excuse me. So I'll be checking that out. Also, what if's Captain Carter, another fan favorite, gets her own comic book miniseries. I kind of seen this coming. A lot of people were doing this version way before the show, and I think actually the show kind of took liberties and did that, seeing people dress as Peggy, and as Peggy dressed as Captain Britain, or Captain Carter at this point. So she gets her own miniseries. Also, yeah, I mean, not a lot, but quite a bit, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just wanted to get in touch base with everybody. Just wanted to see how everything was going. Just testing the mechanics of Twitch, to make it see how this turns out and see how it's looking and everything. And yeah, it's showing I'm alive right now. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do a reacts video with Legend of the White Dragon, and be giving you some updates on that. And until the next Blerd Wrap Up, which will be, I don't know when. This is your esteemed host, captain of the ship, Chris Fury. Remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and always to remember to encourage yourself and others. Until next mission, Till we see each other again, this is Chris Fury, and I'm out.